Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to some Primordialis. This is just a little recording I'm feeling like doing. I've just been kind of feeling under the weather lately, so I haven't been able to stream as much as I want. Mostly my throat's been giving me an issue, which is not great, because that's kind of how I do my job, is talking, but I figure I can probably manage like a short run of Primordialis, and yeah, I also want to use this as an opportunity to let folks know a couple things, so we'll get some announcements going. I don't have anything, like, serious or super significant, so don't worry about that. But I want to say that things have been going really well with the channel, and I've been having a lot of fun with Primordialis, as well as with games that are, you know, have some level of overlap, whether it's just from a creative aspect or, you know, just little bits and pieces like that, and I've got a bunch more of them coming into the channel. I'm also going to be playing some more variety on the channel as well. I want to do some full series of games that I really enjoy. I've been thinking I want to do the Xenoclash series, I want to hit up some JRPGs, stuff like that. And it's gonna be like full Let's Play style things, and what I'll do is, I mean, I'll get a little bit of an opinion from you folks, what you think would be best. I know not everybody's going to be interested in those things, and that's okay. You know, some folks will enjoy everything on the channel, some folks will enjoy just Primordialis, and that's totally okay. But, yeah, what I plan to do is make it so, if it's like a long Let's Play style thing, where it's like a JRPG or whatever, like what I did with Claire Obscure, is I will simply make it so it only shows up, like it'll basically just not show up to subscribers, like it won't have a notification, so it'll still be there. It's just you'll have to go and look for it rather than get a notification. And yeah, I don't know. It'll probably result in less views overall, but I also don't want to go annoying everybody with, like, posting 5 videos a day sort of thing. So, yeah, that'll be a thing. And I'm looking forward to doing that, because, you know, I want to play more video games. I just like playing video games, and if I want to play them anyway. You know, the funny thing about video games for me at this point with, you know, the whole streaming and YouTube thing is that, unfortunately, I get a little bit of anxiety when I'm not, like, recording it. So to get the most enjoyment out of playing a video game these days, it kind of requires me to record it on some level. And maybe I'm just getting in my own head over that, and I should probably try to get over that. But the way I see it, it's just kind of a positive thing overall, because, you know, that's just more content for you folks. And, yeah, plus single-player games are really, really fun to share with people. Even if it's only a handful, it's really fun to, you know, have people along for the ride sort of thing, and being able to see my take on the world that I'm throwing myself into. So yeah, that's a bit of a thing that we're gonna mess around with. And, yeah, other than that, I've got some Noita stuff that I've been doing. I'm a little surprised that more people haven't been watching the Noita stuff, but, you know, I guess times change and whatnot. But, yeah, other than that, I don't really know. I don't know. There's probably some other stuff that I have to say that I forget. But yeah, overall, doing pretty good. Mental health is, like, sometimes a little bit in flux, but, you know, that's just life. That's just life. There's always going to be ups and downs, and, you know, struggles from everybody, myself included, and friends too. Like, I want to be there for my friends, and sometimes that means taking on a little bit of their burden. But yeah, we've got the new cell, the electromagnetic cell. I haven't tried negativing it yet, so I don't know what that'll do. If I had to guess, it would push electricity away from me. which is an interesting concept. I know people have been working on making a railgun using the magnets, because that's how railguns are made, is with magnets or whatever. I don't fully understand it, but I think that's the baseline idea behind it. So yeah, that's a whole thing that maybe we get to play around with on this run. We'll see. And yeah. Anyways, challenge run ideas. I've been throwing some ideas out there. I did a line run, a couple line runs earlier, and those are really fun, but also extremely restrictive. I've been trying to think of some less restrictive challenge runs, and I think one good one would be no electricity. Can I beat the game without any electricity at all? Because electricity has become, like, just kind of ubiquitous in this game. Every single creature has access to electricity on some level, and it could be an interesting challenge to try and beat the game without that. So let me know what you think about that, if that would be a fun watch. I mean, it would probably just be, like, a mixture of spikes and venom and trying to find a good mutagenic poison combo and, you know, stuff like that. Maybe some good combo cells could come into play there. But, yeah, I think that could be a fun one. Not sure exactly what else off the top of my head. That's one of the first one that comes to mind. Let's do a little bit of this. I gotta check out some more mods again, because, you know, while this game is still getting updates and stuff, it is nice to peep the mods when I get the ability to. And I think I am in a little bit of a lull for stuff to do in this game, which is fine. I'm actually really curious. Are you for the folks out here, or the folks still here watching the video? How you feeling about Primordialis these days? I know a lot of you are probably still relatively new to it, and then there's also a handful of people who could probably call themselves seasoned veterans at this point as well. So yeah, how you feeling about the game now that you've maybe come a little closer to mastering it and you're just kind of doing what you want to do? I'm very curious. And I imagine, I shouldn't say that everybody's come close to mastering it, but I'm sure there's a handful of people out there that can win every time. I personally don't play in a way where that happens terribly often, because I'm always focused on doing dumb stuff, because that's just how I enjoy playing the video game. But, yeah, it's definitely one of those things where strategies will slowly begin to dwindle as you do everything. And then you gotta try harder and harder to find new goofy things to do. That's very much a thing with Noita for me. And, yeah, I know this game's getting new stuff too, which does help a fair bit. You got mutagenic poison, drifting, and Overcharge. Overcharge is pretty cute. I do like Overcharge quite a lot. It's just nice. Mutagenic poison does open up some options. What would I do with mutagenic poison? I do have venom, and I have always negating. I think we could do some cool things with mutagenic poison. So we could do like a mutagenic electromagnetic, and then have it where that's always on, and then have like electricity fire off like that. That could be interesting. That's definitely a potential play. I think we're going to increase our body size a little bit, and then we'll go from there. So let's thicken up a little bit, not quite like that. Let's get this. There we go. That way our hearts are a little bit more defended. And have some of these here for control. And then we'll throw in our these guys. That's probably going to be too many jets, if I had to guess. Considering I only have one. If I had two, maybe. Oh, it's actually enough. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, I guess we'll run that then. Sure. This will keep me moving. I'll go ahead and flip this, so that way we're moving forward for now. Probably want to spike on the front just for some drag increase. Too much drag, or not enough drag can actually be just as bad a thing as too much drag. Okay, so we'll go ahead and save these, and let's go into the next level and look around. We'll go see if we can't find a couple nice combo cells. Right now the game is in a state where I'm on the beta branch, by the way. If I didn't already say that, I think I did. But right now the game is in a state where you can kind of find an insane amount of combo cells if you look for them. Or at least last time I played that was the case. Maybe they've updated it since then, but yeah, we'll see what we can come across, because combo cells, the more I play with them, the more I come to appreciate them. And I think that they really add a lot to this game. They make things particularly interesting. And the best part about that is combo cells are receiving an update. You can see this is an empty one here. And that is currently glitched, but what that's going to become is a combo cell where you can combine any two cells you want. So, if I were to drop like this on there, and then another cell, it would combine those two cells indefinitely. And yeah, I can make any combo cell I want. And I imagine those ones are probably going to be rarer than normal combo cells. But still seems like a pretty good system. I like the idea a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna run around and gather some goodies that I think I might end up using. I would love to do one of the modern Overcharge builds. I haven't really messed around with any of the super fancy-dancy ones yet. But we're not too far off, to be totally honest. There's a charging cell. And I've got an angry cell there, too. I'm gonna get rid of Heart Monitor because I'd rather do one of the newer systems rather than one of the older ones. So yeah, this might end up being an Overcharge electricity build, but, you know, I think you'll forgive me when you see the setup. We'll see if we can get it going, because that would be fun. This thing's a little bit unwieldy to control. You know what, I'm gonna want grounding if I'm gonna go electricity, so let's go ahead and dump... I don't know. I need negating still. Electromagnetic could still be interesting. We'll see about that. I'm gonna dump Anchor. Anchor is, like, really niche, so I don't really have too much of a use case for it on this one. But it is fun. I won't deny that. It is a fun guy. Okay, we need an always-on for this build. And, yeah, we're pretty much there for our... We need Inductor and Isolator. And then we've got our setup. Well, Inductor, Isolator, and Negating. If we can get those 3 cells, then we've got our super powerful setup. I think I'm gonna visit the next boss and see what kind of perk they have for us. Obviously, this setup probably won't be able to take out the boss on its own, but the enemies in this zone are dangerous enough on their own where if you lead the boss into the enemies, there's a good chance it's just gonna die. So, let's see if we can't pull that off. Ooh, what a squeeze. Really got that guy. Come with me, little buddy. Come with me, Mr. Worm. We've got a friend to visit. I'm looking for one of these explosive squids. The single tentacle squid. Okay, getting... Oh, he got someone. Let me yoink that. Oh, there's this guy's explosive. He's got these little sea mine things. They're quite dastardly. I don't know, maybe I should just kill it myself. Maybe that would be the simple solution. Let's just swap these out for a second. Let me see how we fare. As long as I'm not doing self-damage, it should eventually kill it. It's probably faster than wandering around anyway. Gotta just keep the kite good. Okay, so I got hit there. It means it's going to damage my regeneration. Yeah. This isn't the greatest setup, obviously. But it might just be enough to kill this enemy, because they're pretty weak. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got smaller, and we got strafing. Strafing is really fun. I like strafing a lot. I might end up running strafing. Yeah, there's a good chance I do. We'll see what we can do with that. Let's Control Z and get back to hunting. Hunting for cells. Let's see what kind of goodies we've got. Man, I feel like I could straight up just like go win the game right now. Isn't that crazy? Like before, I'd feel the need to get so much stuff, but like the only thing that would stop me, the boss. I've realized the last boss fight is like a pure skill check, so it doesn't really matter what kind of build you have as long as you're confident in the boss fight. And then the build check is really the area before the boss fight, which is really interesting. I do wonder if they if there's gonna be like a way to buff the last boss. That would be a very Noita-esque decision, and I could see Calurasis deciding to go through with something like that. Seeing as how he is such a fan. One of those. Beautiful. Let's see what other kind of goodies we've got kicking around here. The answer is nada. Pretty empty overall. Not too much to write home about. I'd love to find poison. And I'd love to find some... Oh, there's Inductor. That's good. So now we just need the Isolator, which could show up very easily in the next biome, so maybe we go to the next biome as well. Venom is kind of starting to look less and less like the option to choose. Got mind control. I've really got to do a mind control run at some point. If there's anybody in the in the comment section, please let me know if you've succeeded in doing a run where mind control is your central tool. Because I, for one, have been having a hard time visualizing the scenario where that is even worth attempting. A lot of the time, when I think about what mind control can do, I just think, you know, oh, we'll mind control the enemy, and then we can push them into a wall, which, you know, could be good in a couple of very specific scenarios, or you mind control an enemy, and basically take full control of them for the rest of the run, and you use, like, antidote to feed them, and keep them alive. Or not antidote, you know the one, the red, the healy one, the heal guy. I would utilize two rather rare different combinations together, which would be kind of fun. There's thermal. I don't really want to go with that line, though. It's not really what I'm looking for. What do we have down here? Nothing! I feel like this area is surprisingly cell poor today. I'm a little disappointed. I kind of wish I took the heatsink that I had seen earlier, because then I could just bump right into the next area without having to worry about a dang thing. But, oh my god, that was really close. It was almost very ungamer of me. That enemy is pretty dang dangerous when you're not ready for him. Gotta play well. I should probably upgrade my build. God damn it, me. I imagine just putting some more spikes on this guy is gonna make him a lot more durable. Let's do some of those. It'll slow us down, but I don't really mind too much. Because it'll make us significantly more dangerous. Of course, the mobility is gonna be much worse. Hey, there's our negating! That's huge. Alright, I think that's our loop. Oh, hey, I did grab heatsink. Good job, past me. I bet everybody was yelling at me. Nah, nobody yells at me. That's never happened. Not since the old Princess Auto. Okay. Let's do it, shall we? Let's make the build. Oh wait, I need Isolator still. Shoot. Shoot! We're one off. That's okay. Radiant could be fun. Oh, I saw somebody do a build the other day that used Radiant and Stasis together, and they didn't overcharge, and I'm like, Oh my god, he's a genius. Why did I never think of that? So you just sit there next to them and heat them up. And like, obviously if you've got proper cooling systems, you're not gonna overheat. And then you just kill them. And then, like, you don't have to rely on any of the scary things that, that stasis does, because you're just sitting still, letting the heat happen. I don't know, it seems so obvious, but it also, like, duh, it's good. It's good! I love it. So yeah, I'd like to try that out, but, we all know stasis only shows up in, like, boss biomes type scenario, or as a rare drop, so chances of that showing up is relatively low. Speaking of things that are relatively low chances of showing up, we've been pretty unlucky with these guys so far today. We got a power switch cell. That's kinda cute. Not really feeling it though. I don't really know what I'd do with that. I'm sure there's some overcharge methods that require combo cells and would be exceptional with that sort of thing. Hey, hello. That's fun. I do likey that. I would love to do a phantom poison build. I think that would be a total blast. I haven't really used the poisonous cell very much, but I could use the inverted charge to I could use an inverted charge to, like, block off an area, and then use that inverted charge with a negative to make a positive charge outer layer, and then if I have, like, phasing cells, I could phase them and do all sorts of dastardly things. It would be wonderful. It would be wonderful. But, you know, that is a little bit particular, is it not? Let's do a little bit of this. I want to burn this guy down if I can. Oh, looks like I was a little too slow. Our creature got a hot butt. Oh my god. Oh my god! Why? Why? God damn it. Think for yourself. Don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna go look up a guide now. I'm not gonna look up a guide. Yeah, there's new tips that they're giving. And sometimes they're great, and then other times they're that, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? What did I do? What did I do wrong to make you say that to me? Friggin' video game tips. What's your favorite video game tip? Is there a particular one that you'd like keep in the back of your mind? I feel like there's such a classic part of gaming, the loading screen video game tips. Most of the time they just piss me off, to be totally honest. I kind of regret their existence. But yeah, that's too bad. We were one away from the overcharge strategy. If you want to see that overcharge strategy, I've got a couple videos that should be out like within a couple days of this video coming out. There was a couple of editing errors that needed to be fixed, but you know, once those are fixed, we'll have a lovely video ready for you all. And hopefully it will be most enjoyable. I'm gonna try multi-layer impact cells because that's a trick that people have been requesting, and I think is really clever. So unlike spikes, it really the cell really benefits from having like multiple layers of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try that out and see how that plays, because I think that's pretty snazzy. And we'll like move this down here. And we're gonna use explosive propulsion because that's badass. And we'll use some light cells on the tail, and we'll probably extend outward a little bit like that. And we'll get some hard cells back here for defense. And like that, and like this. And that looks pretty good. We'll see how that goes. So we've got like dual potential power. And I think the way this works is if I'm holding W, I'll spin out, but if I let go of W, I'll kind of lurch forward, which might work pretty well. We'll try it out. Obviously, it does take a lot of self-damage, but we'll work on that. We got Vacuum. I've tried Vacuum Impact Cell quite a few times in the past. Every time I do, things go horribly, horribly wrong. Would not recommend, personally. But, you know, maybe you can make it work. Ouch. Ouch. Poison really hurts. Stop getting it attached to me if it really hurts. That's just not good gameplay. I do apologize for that. But yeah, this thing's a little janky right now. I'd like to fix it. I'd like to improve this build. Oh! Also, I just reminded myself, I want to do some, like, esports commentary of some, like, dumb shit. So if there's, like, a stupid thing that you want esports, let me know. I've just been kind of itching to do that sort of thing again. It's been a long time. But if you've seen, like, my Noita PvP type stuff, you know, I really get into that. And, yeah, esports has always been, like, one of my favorite things. And, you know, like, Super Smash Bros. Melee and League of Legends back in the day was pretty fun. Stuff like that. But, yeah, I wanna do some more of that myself. Because I think it's cool. I think I've kind of got the voice for it. I can get esports. I could do some horse races. People are really into horse racing now. Because of anime horse girls or whatever. We live in such a strange world, don't we? Don't we? Okay. God damn, this guy got the MLG cut on him. That's the spot you want to get the cut. There we go. Not bad. Oh no! The lads! They've been murdered. Okay. Nice little jump there. I gotta maybe work on my aerodynamics. There's a casual little acid cell that they're literally throwing at me. Interesting. Acid is really good with vacuum. I'd love to do another acid vacuum build at some point. This could be it. I wish I could ask you what you'd prefer right now, acid or impact. I'd just choose... I'd just let you pick. I almost want to, like, fork the save and make a choose-your-own-adventure, and then... That sounds like a lot of work. I'm not doing that. I changed my mind. Oh, goodness. That would take so much effort. Oh, man. So, Michaela got a job. Michaela being my longtime significant other. She got a job recently, which she's been diligently doing and liking it for the most part. And yeah, I took her out to celebrate the other night. Also partly because we were both feeling like not cooking. I'm like, you know what? Let's just order some food. It was pickup, but we don't like going out that much. We're very homebody type people, so that's honestly optimal for us. And yeah, we ended up ordering some really nice Indian food. We got some lamb vindaloo, some vegetarian curry, and some vegetable pakora. It was good. It all turned out really, really good. Ever since my my trip out toward, I don't remember where it is. It's like northern BC. There's like the northernmost gold rush location. Oh my god, there's a giant spider just going crazy on my wall. What the fuck? Sorry, just ignore it. It's fine. He's just gonna live his life. I'm not gonna worry about it. Anyway, went for like a little holiday, and we ate out a lot. We went to restaurants, and one of the restaurants was an Indian restaurant, and it was by far like the single best restaurant I've ever been to by like a country mile. Like to the point where even their water tasted better. Like it was crazy. It was really good. And, I'm gonna die to the first boss because he's a fucker. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. But yeah, anyways, got a bit more of a taste for Indian food than we did before. I mean, we've made like homemade curries and stuff in the past, and those are always tasty. But yeah, having like some professionally made stuff is just like, holy cow, it's so freaking good. And yeah, very happy to eat a greater variety of food, because that's just variety, spice of life and whatnot, right? Do be one of those. There we go, we finally got him. It was a little awkward, but we got the job done. We got strafing, we got smaller cells, and I gotta take a sip. We've also got budding, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Not angry cell, but it's not bad. I don't know, I think I'm gonna go strafing, and I'm gonna go grab the acid. We'll do an acid strafing video, or acid strafe game. One of those. How do I want to do this? I don't know, dude. I need speed cells now, because I want to go fast. We can technically control pretty much identically. Is that 2 leeching cells directly next to each other? Sure, it darn sure is. Isn't that funny? But yeah, this thing's definitely kind of struggling with its mobility, so I'd like to fix that. I think we can do better. That thing's probably just gonna bully me. But yeah, we can use jets until we get vacuums, and then or until we get negative cell. And that's how we'll move around. And we'll make a lovely asymmetrical build. Will hopefully move very well. So, what are we dumping? Impacts. Goodbye, impacts. No, let's get rid of explosives. Explosives will never come into play again. Impacts could definitely come into play. We could do a first boss type design, which is very good. Spinning is extremely strong with impact, so it's definitely worth a try. Okay. So, let's go ahead and turn these on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the bilateral symmetry this time, because I always do radial and trifold symmetry with the bilateral. I want to turn off the bilateral, because maybe we can make like a very pretty design. We'll see. Okay. There's our hearts, and here's our outer layer. Something like that. That looks fine. And then we'll have these lads here. And then we'll have... I don't have jets, so I'm just gonna have to deal with that for the time being. Okay. That's fine. And like I said, I want movement, so that way this thing is faster. We'll have to make some adjustments in that regard. I think I can get away with more hearts like that. And then we will fill up on basic cells, and yeah, it's looking pretty simple, but that's okay. Simple is not bad. We'll get a layer of those. Okay, cool. So yeah, this should be sufficient, but I want to go get some jets so that way we can move this thing a lot faster. I recall seeing some jets right here, so I guess we're going this way. We will test this thing briefly. Well, never mind. The thing I was going to test it against just died. It do be like that. Let's try this out. But yeah, I'm curious, what's everyone been playing as of late? I'm sure lots of skongers out there. Silk Song. That one seems to be getting a lot of people, which is great. Always nice when an indie game pops the hell off like that. Very exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of a lightweight cell, because I just need space for this. And we'll slap this puppy right here. And also another one here. And then we get rid of these. Is that too much, do you think? Should be fine. Should be fine. And then I can just put this here. And that'll give the double energy. And we'll hard sell here. Looks like it's a little too expensive. Okay, we'll leave it like this for now. Okay, how is this going? It's looking good. Okay, cool. Cool. This should do pretty well. My main issue with it is that it's very slow. Let's go ahead and grab some speed cells. That will make our lives much better. We can afford those. We can keep relatively compact, and that will help. I think we're not going to use Angry Neuron today, honestly. I'm pretty sure we're going to do a non-summoner based build, which is fun. I tend to lean into summons pretty often, just because they're so dang strong. There we go. So this increases our speed, decreases our health. But definitely worth it for the extra movement, in my opinion. We'll see what kind of goodies we've got kicking around. Hey, there's an Isolator. Here we frickin' go. Okay, we don't need thermal anymore. Isolator is the rarest piece of the puzzle, so having that is pretty significant. And that means that I should... Oh, man. I want to pivot to electricity again. I'd like to look around and see what kind of goodies we can acquire. We'll see. We'll take a little look-see and see what we can get. I can always pivot to another damage type later. And it looks like this thing is doing a perfect job of keeping me safe from acid. Or a near perfect job. Which is good enough, I suppose. Let's see what kind of goodies we can acquire from this area. I can't really afford too much, because everything's... I'm a little bit over-leveled for level 1, in case that wasn't terribly obvious already. But, you know, it's nice to look around and see what kind of goodies you can get. I think the first zone is the area that I spend the most time in. Purely, not because it's like I'm struggling to get out of it, but because it's just so valuable to get the early XP and the early value. I wonder if they should do something to mitigate that a little bit, make it less incredible to stick around here as long as I do. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think this game needs like a time is difficulty thing necessarily. Of course, we've talked about it before, but having creatures evolve slightly would be very cool. I'm not sure how they would do that, but maybe they absorb XP of other creatures, and then using other creatures' XP, they can power up. And then when you kill them, you get the XP from the other creature. That could be cool. That could be neat, but obviously an insane amount of work. That sounds like a 2.0 kind of update, if you ask me. Something that would be very far away. But, yeah, still a fun idea. It's fun to dream of such things. This thing should die. There we go. The acid damage, while being fairly concentrated, is not as concentrated as I would like. I'd like it to be even better than this. Hey, I forgot. No, I got, for a second I thought I... Oh my god, that guy just one-hit me. That guy's such a bastard, dude. Okay. Last run. This time, I'm gonna go fast. So, we're... You know what? We can... Yeah, we're just gonna go... That's the only thing I'm saying. We're going fast. I'm not gonna add any extra modifiers onto the run. That is wrong. That did just remind me of another run that I want to do, though. I want to do a run where I'm not allowed to replace cells. If I put a cell down, I'm just stuck with it there until the end of the run. I think that would be freaking sick. That'd be a super fun run. I have to do that at some point. Maybe I'll do another recording right after this, and we'll try that. That could be fun. I'll have to check how my throat's doing, though. It's one of those things where, like, I can't really tell until I, like, take a drink of water, and then it's like, oh god, that hurts. then I know. Then I know it's time to stop. But, yeah, obviously I do my best to stay hydrated. I've been doing this for a lot of years now. I think we're gonna be hitting our 10-year anniversary on Twitch this October, which is pretty freaking crazy. You know, some people have questioned my my life decisions, in that they've wondered if it's a good idea, a wise idea to continue. But you know, I can't really see myself doing anything else. I'm doing what I love. I really particularly enjoy you know, streaming and YouTube and playing video games and talking to myself and building up a community. I think all those things are pretty special and very fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some sort of event in October. I'm not really sure what I'll do just yet. Obviously, the instant answer is do something spooky because it's October, but I don't know. I'm not the spookest sort. I'm not really super interested in, like, I think that horror and stuff is fun, but it's very draining to do horror as like a live stream type thing, because it's putting you into a fight or flight stress mode. At least it does for me, because I get pretty immersed in the games that I play, and that means that it takes a lot of energy from me very quickly, and you know, that's got its own set of issues. We've got our double jet, by the way. I didn't say anything about it earlier, but we've got some nice goodies there. That said, this build will not be capable of killing the first boss. That is for absolutely certain. Would not be able to do that. Left those spikes behind. The guy is dead. Excellent. So we'll have to find a couple more goodies kicking around. I'm actually a little worried traveling around at this speed with this body size. It's a little bit dangerous. There's a muscle combo cell. That would be really good in what? I don't know. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, use it. I can't even think of a good scenario for a combo muscle cell, to be totally honest. I could you know what? We could do some science. I could combo it with the balloon cell just to see what happens. Does that sound good? You don't have to answer. This isn't like a back and forth thing. It's okay. I'm not meaning to do like the children's show thing where you have to like go yeah or no. It's my bad. Yeah, that's a fake. It's a falsity. It's not helpful to anyone, including me. I know I saw the thing earlier. This thing is very speedy. I'm having to go too fast almost. Oh man, speaking of speed, I've been playing Blood Thief. That game came out for streamers and YouTubers and all that sort of thing, because we get video games early so we can record them and stuff. Fun. And yeah, that game is so freaking good. I've been getting my ass kicked though, because I'm trying to do all like the weird optional stuff and like go real fast, and god damn is the skill cap on that game high. Okay, there we go. We got our funny thing. Let's see what it does. Big? Alright, well this is really disappointing, isn't it? It's just big every time? I don't know about that. This is lame! You gotta be joshing, man. It's always big? God damn. Can't even take that cell out in public. Alright. Go this way. Alright, grab one of these. In my head, I'm just going over a rancid bit that I have, which I will not be putting in this video, because it'll get age restricted. Please share your most rancid bits in chat, in the comments. Just make it horrifying. Get YouTube to delete your comment. Please no, just don't make it like offensive. That's the only rule. What else have we got kicking around here? Look at this. 2 plants growing on top of each other. What a shame. They could have, like, grown next to each other and worked together or something. Okay. I think it's high time we do a murder on the boss. What do you think? That said, this design was designed for killing the old boss, not the new boss, so we're gonna have to make some adjustments in order to make this functional. First off, we are going to do a frontal triangle, and then we are going to put strategic spikes on said frontal triangle. And then we are going to attach that to the main body, like so. Add some of these on. Some speed. Like this. We've got the hearts pretty far away, which is good. We'll have some more of these, and I'm gonna want even more speed, so let's add some more of these guys. And I want heart cells coming off the back of this, so that way we have some drag, and then the rest of it can go into hearts. Those aren't hearts. Oopsie. Okay. Looking good. Looking slow as fuck, but also the jets help a lot, so it's not the worst thing in the world. So my biggest concern is getting turned around when I get hit by this guy, which is relatively likely to happen. But so far so good. Dude's bulky. It's crazy. Okay, one more good hit. A little bit of a spooky joust, that's for sure. Okay, we got Overcharge, and yeah, I'm just gonna take Overcharge. It's just gonna make my speed even speedier, which is pretty funny. Pretty unbelievably excessive, which is what I'm into. I like getting a little bit overkill with it. It's fun. This thing is struggling with its movement a lot, though, since I've taken Overcharge, which is a little bit concerning, but we'll see what we can do. My goodness, are we ever slow. It's Radiant. Radiant is fun, although it did kill us on one of the previous runs. Got double Radiant. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'd do with Radiant just yet. This thing is struggling, I'll tell you what. Okay, so we got Isolator and Negating, now we just need Inductor. Then we can move into some unhinged territory. If I can find any sort of... Hey, there's another one of those empty things. That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Isn't it? There's a Hesitant Cell. Hesitant Cell Overcharge got deleted, so that's no longer in the game. There was a glitch with Power Switch Cell that allowed you to basically store charge that is granted by Power Switch. And it's very fun and cool, but decidedly not very fair, and a little bit too... Like, it's just like, you need 2 cells and the game breaks, and that's too few of a cell combo to break the game, in my opinion. And I suppose in Calyresis' opinion as well, considering he's the one that chose to delete it. It's gotta be a really hard thing as a developer to decide which bugs to keep and which bugs to cut, because, you know, you want players to have fun, and one of the easiest ways for a lot of players to have fun is to find something that they're not supposed to have, and then have them play with it. It's, I mean, it's like, there's so many scenarios with that across all the video games, right? Getting the really fancy sword way too soon is a good example of that. Everybody loves getting the sword. Well, I mean, I guess that one gets a little boring, but when there's like some skill execution behind it, it becomes a lot more fun. So yeah, that's a whole thing. Man, I've been thinking about trying to rope some friends into making a video game with me. I've got like a really dumb idea. It's just Fall Downstairs, the video game. And I guess that's kind of a mini game in like a couple of other games where you just hurt yourself, but this is like the main part of the game. This is the entire game, is that you just throw yourself down the stairs and try to do as much damage to yourself as possible. I think it would be very fun and very stupid. Okay, so we got a couple more Overcharge goodies here. I just need inductive now, I believe. At a glance, that was all that I was missing. And then I need something to choose to overcharge, which ideally would be like a heat pump laser combo, but I could get away with just heat pump as well. Heat pump would kick ass. And I don't think I could... I wonder if I could use the jets for anything. I feel like they would just phase me out of reality or something stupid. I wonder if that's something that's ever going to be fixed in this game. Because that's another really crazy glitch, is going so fast that you delete yourself. It is definitely an interesting one, for certain. Okay. God damn, this thing controls like butts. The extra overcharge was a bit of a mistake. I would do it again, but maybe I should adjust the build so that way it controls better. That might be the play. I could probably reduce the amount of, how do I want to do this? Oh, I could just get longer at this point. Here, let's do that. This will help a lot. And then I can just, make these green, and add some more of these. This'll improve my control quite a bit, I imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Not much. It's a fair bit better, but could be even betterer. Didn't I say I was gonna go fast? I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm built to fuck around and find out, I guess. I don't know. Just what I am. Okay, kill? Murder, kill. There we go, we got him. Guess I'll take some grounding, just in case. Just in case we become an electrical build. I'm just waiting for that first electrical modifier to show up. There's inductive over there. I saw it. Over here. Need it. Give it to me. What if I made a drone? Okay, I'm gonna take Venom because there's a chance I get a drone and then I can just like... Okay, so Venom pass the electrical charge to the enemy, poison themselves, instant pop. That would be funny. That's a build option. I like it. I like it a lot. That sounds sufficiently funny. And that would actually be a use case for the overcharge method that I have in mind. Overcharge, by the way, or the overcharge method I have in mind. Let me build it out really quick. So it's this. Where's my isolator? Isolator was last run, wasn't it? Am I stupid? Yeah, I am. Fuck. Whatever, it's fine. We'll find it later. Let's move into the next biome. Isolator becomes more common the later you go, because it's a high value cell. Let's go murder a boss, shall we? Yeehaw. I don't know why, but my movement just kind of broke there for a solid several seconds. Don't have conductive yet, so that's a good get. Somebody tore themselves to tiny little pieces, and I'm going to pick up those pieces and use them for my own personal gain. As one does. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yummy. Thank you. Chaotic Cost is really funny. It is the funniest one, but it also ruins everything. I'm gonna take Rebirth because it's just very, very consistently good, in my personal opinion. I like it a lot. I'm gonna dump this and maybe take that if I can. Acid Cell's really expensive. We got Radiant over here. Meh, we're just gonna go. Let's not worry about it. I'll take the Venom. I might add Venom onto the build. I've already got Poison, so I don't need multiple. Hey, that's a combiner. Breakaway. Breakaway is not what I'm looking for. Okay, so the next biome is centered around explosives. So, explosives and heat. So we're gonna counteract that with some tentacles. I think tentacles are the key. Tentacles are the key. Something like that. And I have like a handful here. It's good. And then we are going to want some heat sink along the interior. Some hard cells up front here. Extend our spikes again. Seekers on the front of these guys. And we will get some forward positioned hearts. Like that. And this will improve our build a lot. This should have a fairly easy time in the next biome. If all goes well. And why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it go well? Of course it's gonna go well. There's Detach Detector. Kind of a cute cell to play around with. It's very nice because of how compact it is. And then it doesn't have too much else other than that. This area is very good for loot. So we'll do a little looking around. I might go kill the boss right away and get like explosion immunity or something though. That would make me feel much safer. Capacitive. Do I have that one yet? I do. There's laser. There's heat pump. Heat pump is awesome. Heat pump is maybe one of my favorites at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the vacuum because I don't see that coming into play ever. And we're using spikes right now, so I don't want to get rid of those. Electromagnet is probably not happening, for being real. And I don't need this silly combo cell that does literally nothing. It just exists as a joke. And not even a very funny one. It would be funnier if it, like, spammed between large and small. I could actually foresee some weird, janky use cases in that scenario. But it doesn't do that even. Is that an Isolator over there? I think it is. This guy's super dead. It is indeed Isolator. Okay. Alright, well if that's the case, we will make the build. So... Isolator... Charge. And then... always on? We don't have always on, fuck. I could... I have power switch? I don't have power switch. I could forgo... We can find power switch. Let's just go find it really quick. Or always on. What's one more cell to the build, you know? it's a mere inevitability. It will happen one way or another. We're not in a rush, even though I said I was gonna go fast. There's feeler cell. Or not feeler cell, the stretch cell. That's like my least used cell, I think, in the whole game. I gotta do some snake builds. I'm just so bad at doing them. Some people swear by them. They're really, really good with chaotic costs. But, I don't run chaotic costs that much. Oh my god, I'm getting killed by my own... So a piece of poison fell off inside me and nearly killed me. That was a disaster. It was not pleasant at all. I'm glad that I had the reaction time to survive it at least. There is that. I must be careful. Wow, that guy just fell right into the wall. There we go. But yeah, there's so many games coming out right now. I saw Vinny playing one the other day, and it's how do I explain it? Oh hey, I could use detach detector as part of the build. Let's try that. Okay, so now it'll be for a drone, an overcharge drone. Do I have angry cell? I dumped it, didn't I? Frick. Frick, frickety frick. Let's see where the boss is. It's just over here. I'll probably do a quick wander around and see what kind of other goodies we've got. Yeah, Vinny was playing a game about like a giant police officer man with depression. I don't know, it's a really weird setup and system that they've got, but it intrigued me greatly. It seems neat. Probably have to give that a go. Smaller cells would be awesome. I'm probably going to take that, but I don't want to take it while I'm in explosion land, because that's how bad things happen. That's a brave place to live. Mushroom. In lava land, of all places. That's venom. Double venom slaps. Okay. Double venom goes crazy. Control left click to get all, by the way. In case you don't know that lovely little shortcut. It is pretty nice. But yeah, now I want more focused. More focused venom. So yeah, our venom's gonna be really strong. Which is great. That's basic cell. I should if you see basic cell, you gotta pick it up. It's too good not to. Unless you're on like some sort of really goofy run where chaotic cost has made it terrible. Even then, I would consider it, depending on if I think I could get it down to a level that's usable. These dudes are everywhere. Oop the snoot. There we go. It's a very effective technique. As it turns out. Always on. That is one of the things I was looking for. It's good. Do we want to do a heat pump build then? I could go heat pumping going into this next area. Obviously, I shouldn't do it in this area, because it would be exceptionally dangerous. I'm gonna wander my way up toward... Hey, there's another isolator. Just to be clear, I do have an isolator, right? Yes. Yes, indeed. Here, let's organize my inventory a little bit, because... I want all my electric stuff in one area. So those are my overcharge setup, and then we've got, gonna have like some more simplistic cells over here, and here's our, gonna be our weapon selection over here. And yeah, basic cells over in this corner. Attaches another electric cell. Heart is a basic, this is a basic. Weapon, and this is like mobility. I'm gonna put it over with my weapons anyway, though, because it's kind of it's part of a weapon when you think about it. Movement speed is definitely a powerful tool, to say the least. What do we have down here? Hard cell, not really what I'm after. You know I'm thinking about killing the stupid tentacle boss. But, I gotta say, I'm not confident. I don't have any confidence in that boss fight at this point. At one point in the past I did, but not anymore. Okay. That's a good kill. This guy is not enjoying my venom. This is great. I wonder if I could zap him down with a laser. I could try it. It would be really scary, but it does sound kind of sick. If I die here, then so be it. I'd rather die doing a cool thing than live being a lame-o, you know? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in my life. If that's the case, what am I dumping for that? Radiant is never coming into play. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's, adjust the body. I'm gonna do a full venom surround. We should be able to just pill our way right into the center. With any luck. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hello. Scary demon boss. Who sucks very, very much. Leave me alone, please. Ooh, look at that. They thickened up the thing. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Build time. We're gonna go... I'm gonna look it up really quick. I've got it in my Discord here. Is it in builds? It's probably in builds. Here it is. Okay. So, yeah, I can do that. That's easy. Alright. So, it goes... charging, inductive, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Slap that in there. That's going to start charging up. Like so. So, it should commence charging. Actually, it doesn't look like it is. Hang on. Did I mess it up? Let me take a look. Inductive. Okay, yeah. No, I got it right. Just turn this off for a second. Okay, and now turn this on. Okay. And now that's cycling. I'm actually gonna take both of these off, and I'm gonna put them both on at the same time because I get the sense that I want those to be in sync. Interesting. It's funny because the first time I tried this, I got it immediately, and it just worked incredibly. I wonder if we'll get it to work this time. We'll see. So we'll just start off by testing this with a, gonna have a couple breakaways, and we're gonna do some of this action, and then we can just have this guy on here. And if this starts to freeze really well, then that's a good sign. We can just, like, wander over and poke them once. This is interesting. This isn't how this normally works. But I did build it correctly. Here, let's go poke something. Let's see if this works. It didn't look that threatening, did it? I guess laser is an obvious tell as well. I'll try laser. Yeah, this is a completely normal powered laser. Even possibly underpowered. Okay, so in that case, let's just delete the whole thing. And I'm gonna bring it up on screen so you folks can see what I'm looking at, because it's a very simple setup. If I go game capture, you can see this. So I did have it right. So that's detached. And then if we reattach that, and we take another quick glance, you can see that we've got that right. Yeah, it's weird that it's pulsing like that. You know what I bet it is? I bet it's Overcharge. I bet Overcharge is somehow playing a role in this. Let's add some more conductives and see if we can't get this functioning. Because it should be alternating. But it's not. It's just staying on. Okay. Well, I might just cheese it then? I don't know. I don't know, dude. The double venom is pretty spicy. Is there a schnasty double venom build we can do? I can't believe this isn't working. It must be from Overcharge. For the reason why it's not. Because this part is supposed to be pulsing as well. And the fact that it's not is really strange. Let's go ahead and get rid of these and see if I can make a manual pulse. It's so strange that this one up here is staying powered. Let's strip the build down to just basics. I wonder if there's some sort of like electrical interference happening. Let's try this. Okay. And then we'll slap this on. Take this off. Yeah, so this one not alternating is the thing that's going to cause it problems. I'm gonna let it charge for a little bit and we'll see if it works. Because normally this one you have to let, like, power up. And in theory, it should be powering up. I guess. I'm just gonna double check. I'm not doing it wrong, right? Yeah, I got it. I got it correct. I got it right. It's possible it's been patched, but I don't know what logic change would cause this to be patched out. Let's go ahead and slap one of these guys on there. So that's negatively charged. So if we positively charge it like this, then we'll be getting a example of how hot we're getting. The answer is fairly. So I want to do something like this. Okay. This is not overheating. Okay, it does look like a wider laser than normal. So let's go give this a shot. Our build is a little jank, but that's okay. Pretty par for the course, I would say. Yeah, I'm not seeing, like, instant melting. I don't think this thing is... I think this thing is exactly 3 times stronger than normal, which means that, we're not really getting what we want out of this. Good lord, these guys are spammy. That's interesting. I know you can destroy earlier parts of the body. I've messed around with that a fair bit with this thing. Did I keep vacuum? I didn't. Damn. I should have. Just slurping this thing out tends to be big strats. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here, because, my overcharge setup didn't work. We're gonna look to do a Venom build instead. I think that's the play. So, let's dump that. And I'll just leave this to charge. Maybe it'll start to get stronger when I get back, but we'll see. I find it unlikely. I think we've done all that we can. We want our tentacles returned to us, because those are very good. They're far too long. There we go. And yeah, this is still a bit messy, but I don't really care. It's fine. It is fine. I guess we could leave it like this, since that was fairly effective. If I could find a way to get this side pulsing, that would help. But I don't think I've got anything that can do that. I'm sure that there's some sort of, like, manual adjustments that you can do. That's one of the problems with, like, knowing these builds, but not knowing exactly the process on how they work. Like, I can get, like, a general guess on why the pulse generates additional electricity, and that's because the charging thing is pulsing, and the inductors are basically passing back and forth an infinite amount of electricity. Like, that all makes sense, but, like, just making that happen is, like, a whole nother thing, right? Like, that's hard to create. It's hard to adjust past, like, the baseline understanding. Maybe someone in the comments will be able to explain how I could have gotten that overcharge system working better. But, yeah, I guess... Do I have another overcharge build available to me? I didn't consider that. Do I have a negating cell? I don't, but we passed one. Let's go grab negating, and maybe we can make the other one. I just realized that we're one off the other build. They're, fairly similar to one another. Would be a good option, or good opportunity to... Oh, hey! Look at that! Rare experience stealing cell in the wild. Just don't show up too often. They're really nice. They're super, super good. I'd recommend giving them a try if you haven't done so. You can just, like, bump into things and they give you all their XP. And it's, extremely potent, too. It's not like just... Oh yeah, you slowly drain their XP. It's like, no, it's yours now. They don't have any. They have none XP now. I'm gonna dump my speed, because, like, it's definitely the least important cell that I have. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. Let's try another version, I suppose. This thing looks like it's legitimately swimming. It's pretty funny. Okay. I'm in. Okay. So, let's delete the arms so that way I don't blast myself with all the electricity in the world. Is this looking any more powerful than usual? Not really, but I'll quickly double check. Yeah, that is a relatively normal laser. Okay, next build opportunity here is going to need a little bit more space, and I'm going to bring this one up too. Let me scroll around here. I'll see if I can find it. See if I can track down this insane other build. It's from a while ago, so I'm having to do a fair bit more scrolling. That is a funny build. That's not the one I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. So this one is called the Pulse Reactor. And I'll see if I can get it going. So the only thing that I need to remember is the pattern. Oh, this is a different one. Interesting. Well, I'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. This one seems rather dangerous, but also very cool. Here, let me show you folks as well. That way you can see what I'm looking at. We're gonna give this a try. So the pattern is inductive in 4 corners, negating on 2 adjacent, inductive, or sorry, whatever this one is, I can't remember the name of it. Okay, let's give it a try. So, let me see here. Inductive in 4 corners. So, inductive, 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 inductive. And then, I guess this one's built a little differently. Yeah, the fact that this one's diamond is weirding me out, but I'll figure it out. So I guess it's more like this. And then this. That looks right. And then I need to be able to charge it. Like that. Oh, nope, that should be this. And then we're gonna have our breakaway system set up. So this and this and this. And then we're gonna have our negatives. We're gonna have our capacitives. It's looking good. And then just have some hearts. And finally, we're gonna do this, and hopefully it's not going to burn me to death. We'll see. To make this a little bit better, what I can do is I can have what's going on with this thing? It's like stuck behind. There we go. Okay, so this, and where's my elastic? I didn't keep elastic, dang it. Oh well. I guess it'll just have to be layers of this. Which will hopefully be okay. Alright, we'll give this one a shot. So this one requires me to pulse repeatedly. And we'll see if we can get it working. With any luck. Hopefully folks are enjoying like experimentation like this. I think it's good to try and get these things out into the real world rather than just kind of theory crafting them, right? Oh, right, I need to dump this part of the build. There we go. No, 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 no. Hang on. Oh god, I can't control. This is bad. Doesn't help that I'm like slowly dying, seemingly. Hang on, pull this off for the time being. We're spinning out of control. Get some venom on the front of this guy. That'll help us with movement. There we go. Where's my, where's the issue on this thing? Feels like I'm going backwards. Okay. I'm in the jungle now, apparently. That's not what I wanted. There's gotta be, like, a... Maybe these are causing problems. It doesn't help that these are so far down. Let's try some of that. This thing was so much better with speed. Holy shit. Can you see how fast I'm going backwards, right? That's not what I want at all. It's unbelievable how bad this thing is controlling. Oh my god. If I just try like little boosts. Okay, what if I do like this? Just a bunch of that. Oh my god. We went so fast, we like slingshotted ourselves out. Okay, there we go. Send me back to this variant. Okay, so I see what's going wrong here. So let's get this thing pulsing first. So we need to get this thing to start going positive. And I need these things to... Hang on. I think I'm missing a piece of the build. I think that needs to be there. So that way it's actually positively charged. Okay. We need to see this looping, and we need to see these things start breaking away consistently. And that's when we know it's starting to work. Okay. They should all be breaking away with relative consistency. Okay. It's kind of working. Eventually it should just take over itself and do it for me. I think we're at that point. Maybe. Maybe not. I thought we were there, but it's starting to look like that's not the case. I'm gonna pull this in one, so that way we need less electricity. Hopefully that's not too extreme. We'll see. Definitely gonna be a weird setup. Okay, let's go ahead and put on our thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And we will slap that in here. There we go. Okay, that's a good looking laser. But we don't know how powerful it is just yet. I don't know, maybe it's not strong enough. Yeah. Yeah, we need more power. Man, I'm failing all the overcharges today. I thought this one for sure I would have working. Even this one I failed. I'm a little sad about this. Clearly I have much practice to put in on this whole setup. I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm gonna see this through and see if we can't get it looping. Because I would really like the theme of this to be getting Overcharge to be strong, not failing to do Overcharge. Especially after doing an Overcharge tutorial. I would very much like to get that working. I can try a different design if needed. Like, the thing is we have all the cells that we need. We just need to arrange them in a way that is functional. You know what? This one isn't quite the same build that I was using earlier. Let me swap it to the build the exact build. That way I know it's going to work. So I will open up my my own video and we'll see if we can find it. Overcharge tutorial. Here we go. Welcome to Primordialis. Shush. Shush me. Shush. Okay. That's overheat. That's stasis. Here we go. This is the setup that I want. Okay, let's try this one. This one looks quite different, doesn't it? Okay, so this is inductive in 8 corners. Or in 6 corners, rather. So, let's try that. We're gonna clear out a hexagon worth. Okay. So this. And then we've got a trio of negating and a trio of not those. Like that and like this. And then we have this, and then that. And then I don't need these two. I don't need these. And then I just have the one breakaway line. And that's going to be a breakaway line of 3. And I don't need these anymore either. Oh, wait, yes I do. I do still need those. Okay. We'll do that. And I guess I'll make these conform to that, because that makes more sense. And then we're going to have our 1, 2, 3 breakaway. And then do it like that. Good. Good. So this is exactly the way I had it before. See if we can get this pulsing strong enough. I'm gonna eat these as well. Those still had power. Okay. We just gotta get the pulse going good. And this one's just all practice. Like this, you just gotta press spacebar at the right time. In theory, the other one was that way too, but I've never used that variant, so. It's cool that there's multiple variants of the same overcharge though. Like that's what I was talking about with the charge variant. Like I wonder if I could get that automatic charge variant working if I had like a better understanding of things. And the answer is almost certainly. Okay. So we're just trying to bounce the bouncy ball. When it's blue, we hit spacebar. When it's yellow, we let go of spacebar. And we just want to try and time it as best as we can. And we're going crazy with it, in theory. Let's see how the laser's looking. Right, negating. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. This part. Okay. That's looking like a mighty laser. That is looking like one mighty laser. So, that is what we want. And we'll do one of these. That is superheating us, which is a very good sign. Now we just have to make it not kill us. I guess if I turn that off, it won't superheat me anymore. And then we can use some... Yeah, that'll cool us down, in theory. There we go. I'm gonna put my my purples at the back here, and my hearts up at the front. There we go. And that should help with mobility a little bit. Okay, so let's see how the damage is. That looked decent. I'll put some hard cells back here just for safety's sake. Okay. And we'll put this back on, throw our laser in. I'm gonna pulse it and see if that helps it get any stronger. It's looking like it's doing pretty good damage. It's just a question of whether it's gonna be enough. I don't think this is an issue of not enough power making it. Trying to think if there's anything else I can do to further improve this. Guess I could put these on, but I don't think that's going to play a role. Yeah, this laser just isn't strong enough. Interesting. You can hear it getting stronger when I pulse it properly. But it's such a pain in the ass to get going. I need this acid to stop. Maybe in combination with the right setup, I'll be able to make this work. Okay. We're definitely doing lots of damage. But the acid has been clearly buffed to be much better than it used to be. I really don't know how you're supposed to approach this boss with any level of consistency. It's a little frustrating. Like, I know that it has to be hard, and it's good that it's a difficult boss. Wow, did you see that flash for a second there? That was insane. Okay. Okay, I think we're starting to power up. Oh my god, do you see those flashes? That's insane. So we're getting to the point with the electricity now where it's like getting out of control. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off for a moment, and we're gonna recharge. And then I'll put it back on. Okay. Damn, dude. We're doing insane damage. It's just a question of if we can hit the right spot. Okay, we are absolutely doing this properly now. So, I guess we can dump the laser and just go with these, maybe? And that will start to freeze us. Holy shit. Okay, that's doing a lot of damage to us, though. I'm not super sold on this variant of the build. Look at my health bar freaking out. It is so unhappy with what I'm doing. Okay. So... how do I make this functional, then? I think we need to be longer, for one. So let's extend this body plan out like this. And then we'll dump our inner these. Okay, are there any other electrical tools that I could use? I might try shoving them out with the combo cell. It's just such an unhinged strategy that I don't know if it's worth trying. Holy shit. Okay, we're hitting, like, the maximum amount of possible power. If I could... Hang on. So hear me out. What if... If I break these away, it's going to be really dangerous for me, is the problem. So I've got to be very wary of that. I think if I touch him in the right spot, he's just going to die. So maybe we get a little bit of mobility going, and we see how that goes. We'll try this out. Got a decent amount of hearts. We're slow as molasses. I can barely control myself. This is really bad. I'm unhappy with my movement. This is not what I want. Okay, this helps a lot. Okay. That thing is now off. I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Fuck. We finally got it working and I died. Okay, well that's all for today. I'm sorry that I died to this dang thing again. I hope you enjoyed today though. We got the overcharge working. I'm very pleased about that. I'm gonna work on making more cool overcharge builds. I'm gonna store vacuum for this guy in the future so that way I can just slurp him out and kill him. Alrighty, I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good one, folks. And, yeah, thank y'all for watching if you made it this far. Feel free to... Oh, by the way, thank you to everybody who has joined the channel. That's slightly different from subscribing. You throw a little bit of money my way, and you get to see early access videos. It helps me a lot. And, yeah, you get to see some content whenever you feel like it. So, yeah, thank you, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye!